Hey Islanders, what's going on? What is up? I hope that you guys can hear me without issue. Let me tilt this a little bit. Hope you guys can hear me without issue. Sorry I was not able to get my review out on last Friday. I had a lot going on. Okay, so I was not able to do it. Took a rest on Saturday. Here we are on Sunday. So I am going to touch on Friday's episode. And I must say, I kind of felt the way I was like, dang, I hate I had so much going on that I wasn't able to even do a review on it because it was a lot that happened. Okay, so Tasha and Andrew, she tells him that the date went good when she had the conversation with Charlie when they sat down, had that talk. Tasha says that she may have lost herself because she's been with Andrew quite a long time. Okay, hold on, wait, let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so she says that she may have lost herself because she's been with Andrew for quite a long time or whatnot, and she felt like she was that girl when she was on the date. Yeah, you are that girl that's full of Miss Tasha. You are. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what I get. Because as we came into this season, I was like, oh, I like Tasha. I think I'm really gonna like Tasha. Oh my God. Yes. No, ma'am. I'm not a fan, y'all. I have to agree, Shannon. I have to agree. Tasha is all cap. She's cap. She's cap. I'm sorry, man. We need to talk about Davide picking, not Danica acting like he's God's gift to the ladies. Let's get to that. Let's keep going. Because y'all know I'm back on episode what was it, 17? Because today I think was like what, episode 20? I don't even remember. Just know I'm on Friday's episode. So Andrew went and talked to the guys, and he can see that Tasha is open to get to know Charlie. He feeling away, and I feel like Andrew has a right to feel away, y'all, because she is telling him one thing, just like we saw in today's episode, and how she was laying in the bed and talking about on the outside and just this and that, just talking to him. And it's like, this is he talking about. You be telling him one thing, like you all into him, and then next thing you know, your head gets turned, and then she want to say, oh, well, it's not like my head get turned at every person that comes in here. And I'm like, nah, it's legit like your head gets turned at every person that comes in there. And I just feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, you would be pissed the hell off. You would not like that. You would not appreciate that at all. And she's just a little bogus. So Luca is wondering how a whole hot tub could change her mind. I screamed when I saw it because I said, yes, Luca. Luca, you be getting on my motherfucking nerves, I must say. But I'm with you when you're right. Okay, so I was definitely chuckling with Luca. So Tasha and Charlie asked her how would she be if he chose her, and she says it's hard because she does have a really good connection with Andrew, but at the same time she wants to get to know him, so she tells him that the ball is in his court. I'm like, so would it be okay for Andrew to tell somebody else that, the ball is in their court? You wouldn't like that. Meanwhile, Andrew at this time, he's pissed. And how they was doing the preview, I thought Andrew was going to go ahead and pull a Liam and get the hell out. That's what I thought. That's what I thought he was going to do, but that didn't happen. Of course, he's confused and says, what did he say? She wants to leave there. Oh, he says 1 minute she talk about how she want to leave there with me, and then the next minute she want to get to know somebody else. Yes, it's a bunch of confusion going on in this man's head, which is just not fair. But shout out to the guys, because the guys were seeing through Tasha and her bullshit. For real, they were seeing through Tasha and the BS that she was out here giving, and she really couldn't take it. Okay, so Tasha comes to talk, and Andrew is trying to tell her that it's okay, and she has to do what she has to do, but she gets frustrated, and that's what I don't like that Tasha does. Tasha likes to do is what I'm saying, and then when she does stuff, she makes it. She gives me a little bit of Ekin-Su. She does stuff, and then she wants to make it seem like it's somebody else's fault. I don't like that. Okay. Meanwhile, Demi tells Andrew to stop buying into Tasha's BS. And I said, let's go. I'm with Demi. Let me all right, y'all. I have a confession. Okay. All right. You won. Okay. I'm just gonna put it out there, girl. Y'all won. Now, y'all know I've been around here doing all this big talk. So I don't know about India. I don't want India with no Demi. And I don't want to see this. Listen, they're cute. You won. Okay. You got me. All right. They're cute. They're cute. I like it. I'm loving it more than I've liked Ikenna and her. So y'all won. Okay. Y'all saw it when I could not see it. Now we see each other. Okay. So I'm not mad at it. Recoupling happens. Of course, Luca was going to snatch his girl back. Get over here. That's what he was given. Demi, of course, chose India. Jay chose Paige. I knew it. I was pissed. I knew it. I was pissed. I was like, Jay, I knew you. I'm not surprised. I'm not. I personally really enjoy Paige with Jax. That's just me. I see the chemistry. I see it. I probably would have believed it better with her and Jay if Jay didn't come into the house being on some FS. And actually got to know all ladies, including Paige, instead of focusing more so on Ekin-Su. And basically, honestly, Ekin-Su probably was right. You was doing what you needed to do to make sure that you was staying in the game. Let's be honest. So if she's feeling me, I'm feeling her. Then when they have a recoupling, then I know that I'll be able to stick it out, and maybe I'll just have time to get to know the other ladies and see you played around. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't like it. I don't like it. So Charlie chose Ekin-Su, which I was a bit shocked about because I thought he also was going to throw a curveball and snatch up Miss Tasha, but he didn't do that. And I know Andrew was sweating bullets. I know he was so pressed and stressed the hell out. Okay. But I feel like Charlie did that to actually stay safe. Everybody's using Ekin-Su to stay safe, in my opinion. So Ekin-Su just got, she just snapped off on Jay not too long ago. So of course Charlie is witnessing all of this. So he's like, well, she ain't got nobody trying to link up with her, blah, 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 blah. Let me try and go ahead and connect with her because I know she's probably going to stay in the game. That gives me time to at least try to go out here and get to know somebody else like Tasha. So I just feel like Charlie had a whole plan when he chose Ekin-Su. Those are just my thoughts, okay? Davide, I don't know if y'all saw on last week's episode. He looked over at her and rolled his eyes. He cannot stand her. So do you hear me? And it's so funny because she be trying to have these conversations with this man, and it's like he don't like you, girl. He don't. He just don't like you. He like himself more than he like you. Like, girl, why would you want to have a conversation? So Andrew and Tasha, of course, he picked her. Everybody is shaking their heads, which was so comical because Tasha had the audacity to sit down and say, everybody's shaking their heads. And that's so rude. Everybody's shaking their head at me when you're making your speech. And that's so rude. I don't really like that. I'm like, Tasha, you know what we don't like? We don't like that you keep playing with this man and you've been over here doing double dutch and hopscotch or whatever the hell else you want to do when it comes to him since you've been coupled with him. That's what we don't like. And you want us to be mad, girl. If you're upset at what you're seeing these people do, shaking their heads in your face, then you can imagine what the viewers are doing behind the damn screen at home. Do you hear me? Because we doing more than shaking our head, girl. We over here stomping, kicking, scratching, throwing, because we trying to figure out, bruh, we Demi. We Demi over here, honey. Stop feeding into this bullshit that send somebody in, send them in. Send Andrew in a person because this right here is, I can't. It's not fair. It's not fair to him. Y'all need to send in somebody that's really focused on getting to know Andrew to see if Andrew head is going to turn just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because, girl, she's irritated. Anyway, Davide going to sit up there and pick Antigone. Not when you done sat up there and planted all your lips on Danica. And what's so interesting is that Davide is a person that doesn't make the first move, want a woman to come up on him. We've seen this more than one time. But then you want to sit up here, place your lips on Danica, but then not choose her in the end, leaving her to be the last woman standing. And it's giving you're playing hard to get. And I don't really like that. Why would you need to do that? Only to leave her standing. Now, what if it wasn't another person to pick her? She probably would have been going home. Girl, I guess I don't even think Antigone or him like each other like that. For real, for real. I don't think nobody there is really Antigone's type. Besides Luca, but Luca is like, no. I don't think it was. I think that Luca was a Danica's type. I feel like Jay was Antigone's type, but Jay was into Paige. So, ain't nobody really there. Like, girl, bogus. What else we got? Jax. Jax is forced. I feel so bad for Jax. Jax was forced to pick Danica at the end of the day, and I hate to see it, like, how everybody was doing my girl Paige. Danica isn't a bad person, but it's sad that she keep getting coupled up with people, and not keep, because it ain't like she been there that long. She was with Luca, then now she's with Jax. But imagine being the new girl in, and you probably think you're finna take everybody by storm, honey, and the storm is literally taking you. Come on, like the storm is taking you, ma'am. I hate to see it. Nobody wants to be coupled with her. And then you done sat up here and let Hurricane Davide plant his lips on you and then spin your ass around to the next person because he don't want to be with you. Girl, I cannot. Everybody's playing games. Everybody's playing games. What else? Tasha upset. She done walked off because she mad because people shaking their head. I'm like, girl, storm off. Keep walking. Nobody cares, okay? She mad at the boys shaking their head. So Gemma tells her, well, Andrew told Luca that his Love Island experience will, start tomorrow or whatever. And let me tell y'all what's interesting about this. And we'll see on tomorrow night's episode. Gemma, I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow, but I know how the fuck I feel today. And how I feel today is from the preview, that's what you get. And the reason why I say this what you get, because when they found out that Charlie was entering the villa, they told you it's not to run over there and tell Luca. And what you did, you went and told. Then we have this situation where Andrew is having a conversation with Luca. Of course, Luca told you, but you felt the need to tell that to Tasha. So now it's going to be a situation where possibly from the preview, what it looks like, Ekin-Su may have told some things to Luca. And now you're going to be mad. What you mad for? That's what y'all do, don't it? You shouldn't be mad, but we'll get all of the details on tomorrow night's episode. We're going to see how that's going to play out. I just wanted to highlight that, okay? What else? I love the talks that the guys were having with Andrew, letting him know to not let Tasha use him, okay? Not allowing him to sit up there and settle, okay? Loving those talks. Tasha asked about the guys and what was said, okay? So Andrew tells her to talk to them, okay? If you want to have, listen, you need to go pull Demi. And when you pull Demi, you also need to go pull Luca. And I say those are the last two motherfuckers in the house you probably want to pull, including Jax. But you know what? Now that I think about it, Andrew is the only simp in the house. All of the other men pretty much tell you what the hell they thinking, how they feeling, straight up. Okay? Because the way Jax laid Ekin-Su out, the way Jax ended up laying Ekin-Su out, calling her out, and how she would do the same thing and this and that. Like, yeah, these guys are very vocal. And I'm glad that when they got in Tasha's face, they didn't like dummy down anything. Okay. So what else happened? Dami says she isn't real all the time. Demi tells Tasha that she is contradicting. I said, woo, 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 woo. And she needs to work on that flip-floppy. Yes, I said, you better give Tasha what she needs. Give her what she needs. Okay. So Tasha didn't want to explain herself when they wanted her to like talk. Okay. She said, I'm not even going to say anything. Oh, no, not me. I'm not going to say anything. Because when I say things, you guys like to twist my words. And it's like, girl, ain't nobody twisting shit. Girl, we just telling you what it is you said and how you out here moving. And then you want to get mad and then make it seem like everybody else is the problem. I really thought I was going to like you, girl. I'm trying not to let the words roll off my tongue and say I don't like you, Tasha. But your ways, girl, you higher than on my list than Ekin-Su is. So Tasha talks to Ekin-Su, and Ekin tells her she's entitled to get to know others. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I agree. She should be able to have these conversations. But my problem is when you sit up here, and I feel like if it was a woman, like if the roles were reversed, right? If it was Andrew doing this to her, it's like, don't have this girl thinking that y'all could really have a life outside of the villa, but the whole time you keep turning your head. But for me, I'm really tired of you because this is a constant theme with you, Tasha. You really treat him like he's disposable, for real, for real. So if that's how you feel, don't sit up here and have this man thinking that y'all may have something real outside of the villa. It's giving me situationship. You know what I'm saying? You know how situationships be? Like they treat you like you their main thing, like you their girlfriend or whatever like that. But as soon as they want to step out and get to know somebody else or whatever the case may be or do their thing, they want to sit up there and tell you that you ain't really their mate. Like, nah. Okay. So y'all gonna have to get that set up, like get that, clear that up, honey. Clear it up. So Paige and Jax, he believes she is his best friend. Rather, he said he'd rather be with her more than he is with Luca. And I said, this is interesting. And it was in that moment for me that I did feel like Jax may have a hard time like expressing himself and how he really feels. Because instead of saying, I really, really care about you, it's just, I see you as like my best friend. And I'm like, that's great. And I'm sure she loves that. But I feel like she would want to hear that, he really cares about her. You know what I'm saying? What else happened? Yeah, they feel like this is going to be their first real test because, of course, she's going to end up being coupled up with Jay or whatnot. Andrew was talking to Tasha, trying to convince her that he likes her and that he doesn't want to change her. And I said, scoot back. Scoot back, sir. Why are you over here trying to convince this woman that you like her and you're not trying to change her? When, in my opinion, she should be convincing you that she really likes you and she's not turning her eye or her head or anything to someone else. You're going to get ran over like a bulldozer, okay? In that relationship for sure, all right? What else happened? I think that was it on that particular episode. I just felt like she was playing games with this man from the very beginning, honey. And that's just period. Let me see what you guys are saying. Then we're going to get into tonight's episode. I did miss the first few minutes of it because we were doing an interview. The old ladies first panel, we were doing an interview with another a star on a reality show. So I missed it. So I'm sorry. But we're going to, y'all can tune me in on what I missed. Let's see. I thought India was dry with no personality, but it was just the boy she was with. And I've learned that too. Absolutely, T. It was just the guy that she was with. He gave her nothing to go off of at all. Like nothing to go off of. It was terrible. And they just, I don't know. It just seemed like the vibe that Demi and India have in such a short amount of time is coming off like they've been coupled up this whole time. It's like I forgot about Amber and Ekin-Su real quick. And they just left a few days ago. Yikes. Let's let's see what else you guys are saying. Exactly, she wanted Charlie to pick her. She did, but then she gonna throw her head back like, yes. If you're talking about Miss Tasha tried to act like she was so relieved that she wasn't picked by him. I said, girl, sit down, girl, sit down. You wanted to be picked by him so bad, so you could be like, well, it's not my fault. It's not my. He picked me. No, I didn't do it. No, he didn't. I didn't do it. That's what she wanted. Girl, get out of here. What you say? Get out of here, Davide. You're not that good looking. I mean, yeah. I mean, he look cute, but his personality sometimes. He went from having no personality to kind of having too much in a sense. Right? Yeah, Antigone, she liked Jay. He kissed Danica to stop her from talking. Embarrassing. Gemma is annoying and I've wanted her gone from the jump. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with Miss Gemma, girl. We're gonna see. Amber is salty on After Sun, but you didn't want Demi, honey. Ooh, not Amber being salty. When did that After Sun episode come on? I may have to. Is she on there now, or was this the last one they had? Probably the last one when she came out the house. I think that was it. I think that was the last one. I missed it. Now, funny how Tasha went to Ekin-Su, but she loved Ekin all alone when she was ganged up on. Ooh, yikes. Oh, my. Hold on. Somebody say they like Tasha. Where is that one? Where did it go? Okay. I like Tasha, but she's settling for him. She gonna have to listen. And that's a fine. Like, if she feels like she's settling or whatever, like, just go ahead and cut ties and get what you want. But just don't be sitting up here playing with that man. You know what I'm saying? I understand the confliction. I do. But I want her to make it black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be black and white. Jax has a hard time being vulnerable, but makes sense. He's a young guy. I was thinking the same thing when it came to Jax. He was having a hard time just expressing himself. And we ended up really seeing that later on in tonight's episode. Tasha was pissed she didn't get picked and is steady pushing up on Uncle Charlie, who wants her to be his little secret. Not his little secret. Where y'all get that from? Did something happen in the first 11 minutes that I missed? He wants her to be his little secret? Or you think Charlie got something else going on? And he's trying to have her behind. Girl, let me be quiet. Just let me know if y'all think he got something else going on, girl. But I don't know what he's done to his face, but it's definitely giving plastic because it's too shiny for me. It's like, baby, the sun already shining down on you, but you giving off a different type of shine. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're using. I no longer like Tasha. She's too old to play games that she wouldn't like if she was in Andrew's shoes 1000%. And I think Tasha is rethinking Andrew since they were in the bottom votes. Well, guess what, Miss Tasha? You're damn sure not going to get in the top vote with Charlie. And that's just on P. Let's keep going. Okay, so Tasha is ready. This is where I picked up on this particular episode. Tasha is ready to get to know someone new and says that they may not be on the same page when it comes to her and Andrew. She says her head doesn't turn to everyone that comes in. She is just wanting to have a chat with them. I don't believe that, Tasha, girl. I don't believe that. I don't believe that because every time you come back and you tell Andrew something about himself that's not good, or he's smothering you, or he doing too much. No, girl, that's you starting to turn your head. Okay. So at this point, they really don't know where they lie or where they stand with each other, right? So then we get to Paige and Jay. He really likes her, but I don't want her with him. And that's just the short answer. You had the guys looking over there, checking out their conversation. Conversation was a bit dry, but not really at the same time because he was just trying to get to know her. You know what I'm saying? They have some things kind of in common as far as their parents, their moms working at the same location in the same type of position, I suppose, or something like that. So they have a few things in common. Jay and Davide. So Davide and Ekin both think this is interesting to me. Not really interesting, but a connector. This probably the same motherfuckers. To be honest, they about the same people, okay? Ekin thinks that if she really wanted Davide, she could get him. Davide thinks that if he really wanted her, he could get her too, right? But it's just that they both saying that they don't want the other person. I don't believe Ekin-Su when she says that, but I do believe Davide when he says it. So we'll just have to see how it's gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? Jay and Demi. Jay wants his opinion on Paige being open, and Demi just like, listen, I don't know. It's really hard to make a decision on that. Like, if you really want her, you really gonna have to go after her. Like, just go hard. And was anybody else feeling this way? But I was feeling a little conflicted with Demi because, and maybe I missed something, but y'all fill me in. I was feeling like, Demi, now why would you tell this man to go hard for her if he wants her? But then sitting over there trying to pump up Jax at the same time. And I'm like, I don't like that side of you, Demi. Did I miss something? I could have misread that. So y'all let me know if I misread that. Because that's what it was a little off. I was like, Demi, you giving me a little sneak. Okay. So I ain't like that. I ain't like that. So Tasha and Charlie. So she's checking in with Charlie. Okay. Things are cool with he and Ekin. But of course, he feeling Tasha, but he ain't trying to do too much because he knows how she kind of feels about Andrew or whatever. But if she let him know to go, then he gonna go. Tasha just don't know what to do, and it seems like she don't know whether to risk it all or not. But again, she's telling him like the ball is in your court because she wants him to make that decision for her, and then that way it's like she may be able to let Andrew down easily by saying, well, hey, I didn't make the decision to be with him. I just had small chats, simple chats or whatever like that. He was the one that chose me, kind of like Jay did with Paige. Doesn't mean you and I won't be together. It's just, that's just, what he did. So, trying to excuse herself from that. Meanwhile, we see Demi and India over there, enjoying each other. And they get a text to learn that they have a date that they're going on. And it was a cute date and they look cute. It was nice. They had a cute little vibe. Like India said that she actually could see something with them outside of the villa, like in the future. So I was like, okay. At first I wasn't seeing it, but now I see Demia. Ain't that's what they call it, Demia? I see them now. Because I think India is so gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. And just seeing her happy makes me happy. And she wasn't necessarily happy with Ikenna, even though she tried, but I surely see it with him. And he really likes her. Like the way he went on that date with Antigone, and he literally just sat up there and talked about India. Like he really likes that girl. So we'll see. They growing on me, girl. Okay. Y'all kind of won. My gosh. Okay. So Paige says that Jay is great on paper, but Jax is just completely different. Like, I mean, Jay does give you man. And I feel like if Jay would have gotten here sooner and really went for Paige sooner, I feel like I would have liked him, right? I feel like I would have liked him, but this is what made me not like Jay, and Jay wasn't trustworthy. To me, was how he was having these dates with the different women and then just kind of like casting additional doubt in their heads as he's talking about their connections with the people that they're with. On top of the sneaking upstairs to kiss on Ekin-Su and stuff like that, even though he ended up being more 100 about the situation than Ekin-Su was, okay? So, I mean, I must say I'll give him that. But, Mr. Grom, if you would have got here sooner, I probably would have liked it. Now I'm sold on her and Jax, and we'll see. We'll see how it's going to be because they holding hands while she's sleeping in the bed with Jay. He in the bed with Danica, but they holding hands and stuff. But who knows what's gonna happen down the road? They might separate. I don't know. Right? Maybe somebody else will come in and turn one of their heads. I don't know. So Davide and Ekin, this was awkward. Why are y'all sitting down having a forced conversation? And then Ekin over here telling him, like, Davide, come down. It's just a conversation. Like, it's cool. And it's like, girl, is it really a conversation? Because for me, you're giving that you want to get him back. That's why you came over there trying to have a little small talk. That's what that is, okay? They talk, and Davide says his feelings for her hasn't changed, meaning I still don't like you like that, girl. So go away from me with this. It ain't what you think it is. She says it's just a friendship talk. It's just a friendship talk. I'm like, girl, you wanted to be more than just that because you really not sold on Charlie. Charlie really is not your stilo. For real, for real. I don't believe Ekin-Su likes blonde-haired men. I really feel like she like dark-haired guys, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she's playing nice with Charlie because she ain't ready to go home, because if it's not him, maybe somebody else will come through those doors so she can get connected with. And in the meantime, if he happens to go in the direction of Tasha, maybe I can come back and have a little, what's up, Davide? Okay, try and reel him back in, because again, in her head, she thinks if she goes and talks to him, like she told somebody else, if I wanted him, I could have him. So I see you, Ekin-Su. You're trying to play your cards right to make sure that you don't go home. And I can't fault you on that. Okay, I can't. You might want to go make nice with Jay, because I feel like Jay could use you right about now. Okay, but anyway, let's keep going. What else they ended up having? Tasha tells Andrew that what they have is too good to be true. That's what she said that night. I mean, what we have, I just feel like it's too good to be true. And you know how I am on the outside is I like to self-sabotage my situations, and that makes me just like, you probably need to be by yourself then, Tasha. Because if you self-sabotage situations, it makes me think that you always get in these situations that you think are too good to be true. What makes Andrew any different? So I start doing things, you know, to create issues or whatever. Girl, Tasha need to be with herself. Send Tasha home. When do the people get to vote the islander that's off the island? When do they get to vote so Tasha can go home? Send this woman home, okay? Let's keep going. What else happened? I think the last part, Jax and Paige. This is when they have the conversation. Jax is really beating himself up for a few things. He's really conflicted to me. He's beating himself up for not letting her know how he really felt about her. But then at the same time, it seems like he's beating himself up for actually caring. At the same time, did anybody else see that? It's like, why didn't I go ahead and tell you? Like, why is there an issue for me to tell you how I feel? Like, I have a hard time expressing myself, but just the other day, I wasn't bothered by you being in the bed with him, but now I'm bothered. I'm like mad at myself because, like, why am I bothered? Like, he is super conflicted. I don't know how he was raised or what he experienced in his childhood, but he definitely was having a tough time getting it out. But I'm glad that he kind of, to me, it feels like he can finally express that to Paige. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully this will be a continual thing with him. He said he's never felt like this before, girl. That's what he's saying. I mean, he probably been in there for about a week or so. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying, girl. We're gonna see Jax, because a lot of people think that you're a player. A lot of people do. When we were watching the episode, seeing the chat, seeing the people talking, like they like, Paige, girl, don't go for the BS. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with Jax. I think he's a pretty good guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the people don't really like you like that. So hopefully you're not out here scamming us. Anyway, child, Jack's having a time of letting his walls down. But I love that he's trying to let Paige in. And that's the part that I love as well. The Tasha voice is cracking me up. They are keeping her for diversity. Listen, of course, they keep listening. Tasha can go. I'm sorry. Like, Let Danica stay a little longer and find her somebody. Let NC go and stick around just a little longer and find her somebody. Maybe one of them need to go and get to know Andrew for real, because you just never know. They may end up being a match or something. I wonder if Ekin-Su and Doc, because honestly, Danica, when I think about it, you said that you like Luca. And Andrew damn near looked like Luca without the tattoo. So maybe you can go over there and get to know him. Like, y'all, you might find that he's very interesting. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if Ekin-Su and Davide are having secret chats we not seeing. I don't know. I still got to go back and watch Saturday's Unseen Bits, because Ekin sounds so sure she can get him back with ease. Interesting. I'm having a hard time believing, even if there is unseen footage or anything like that. I'm just having a hard time believing that Davide wouldn't be the same person 100%. Whether the cameras, because they don't know what we're going to see versus what we're not going to see. So I don't know. I feel like Davide, like 100%, like, girl, no. That's just what. I got a better one. When Ekin-Su says because Ekin sounds so sure that she could get him back with ease. Ekin-Su also felt so sure that she had strong ass feelings for Jay, right? She felt so sure about the feelings, like she was gonna be with this man and everything, and she made a fool of her damn self. So I wouldn't trust her too well with her own thoughts. Okay, yes. Can we please vote Miss Tasha off, please, please? Charlie don't have enough body for Ekin-Su. Ooh. True. I don't even think he's tall enough for real. But Davide ain't that tall. He just got a nice face structure. She is trying to see what the temperature is over there with Davide. That is exactly what she's trying to do. And I already gave y'all that full play of how she's trying to play that out so she don't go home. What else are you guys saying? Jax is not about to let Jay get away with calling him a little rugby player. Yes, and I'll be honest, I was like, Jax, are you really sharing this information with Paige, letting her know how you really feel because this is how you're feeling? Or is it that it's killing you inside to see that somebody probably finna snatch your girl? Like, it could be a little bit of both, but I really don't think Jay has anything on Jax when it comes to Paige, but you never know. The more Paige allows him that time to get to know her, and nobody knows how long they're going to be coupled before it's time to recouple. I don't know, but hopefully they send in somebody new shortly. We shall see. Let's see what else. So Danica will be gone by the end of the week. I can see that. Somebody else pointed out how Danica wasn't really in this episode. And I was trying to go back and think, did I see Danica this episode? I feel like I probably didn't. Not a lot. I don't know where she was. Ekin is trying to play it safe to save her. It's 1000% true. Charlie has no sauce, none at all. This is very, you guys may not want to hear this, okay? Definitely women business, okay? I'm sure the government does, since they like to be all up in it and make decisions. Hello? But my question is, when I see these ladies, I think about the monthly. You guys know what I'm speaking of? The monthly. When I see the monthly, the thing we go through on a monthly basis, right? For about a good cute week, you know? And I'm just wondering, how does that work for them? Like, how does that work? Like when you're menstruating, honey, like everybody doesn't take tampons. So how does that work? I mean, maybe they're on like the shot, or you know, it just doesn't come on, or whatever the case may be. But I was just wondering, like, how does that work? Or is that one of the reasons why we didn't see Danica? Because she probably was over there going through it, so she probably was in the bed and we didn't see her. But that just crossed my mind. If y'all know, let me know. I always wonder, because they always got them walking around in skimpy outfits, bathing suits, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they may have on shorts with a little sports bra, you know. But everybody can't use them things. Everybody just don't boop, boop. But I guess if you're gonna be on this show, you're gonna have to learn, huh? Well, there's that. No, she wasn't, but India wasn't in Friday's episode either. Okay, got you. Thanks for pointing it out, T. I appreciate that. Danica and Antigone were absent this whole episode. Pretty much, I remember seeing Antigone. I know I'm saying her name wrong. I feel like that's how you say it, but Antigone. I saw her when India came back. I do remember that. I remember that. And did y'all catch when India came back? Here go Ekin-Su. Oh my God, I feel like India's gonna be like engaged, right? And did y'all catch Tasha's look? Tasha was like, Tasha don't like that woman. But you ran over there to that woman to get some advice. Yikes, okay? It was in that moment I saw just how much Ekin-Su do to them much. Like, girl, everybody had something to say about Tasha, about India coming back. And then here you go. I think that India would be engaged right now. Like, girl, and I'm not gonna lie, me and Tasha did have the same look. Like, girl, shut up. Girl, shut up. Zanika was in the beginning of the episode talking about how Davide kissed her. That's the part that I missed. I missed the 11 minutes. That's effed up. He just sat up here and kissed all on this lady and didn't even pick this lady, try to play hard to get. Girl, Davide can go. He can go too. He can scoot on out. I'll take Jay. I'm not gonna lie. Jay can stick around maybe a little longer. Danica is a bombshell that did not explode. Not at all. Not at all, y'all. It's quite embarrassing. Okay. Ekin-Su always does the most. Okay. Always living in her own world. All right, guys. I thank you all so much for joining me. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have yet to like the video yet, this is your cue to go ahead and hit the like button. Okay. Do that for me. I definitely appreciate you guys. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, honey. And I am going to catch you guys in the next one.